Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Esli from inkeandthebrain, and today I have a flip through of my creative journal. This is going to be the November flip through. If you're not familiar, I will link up above the flip through I did in October, but this is basically my version of a junk journal. I throw random like pieces of ephemera, watercolor, just pictures, just random things. It's just like a little happy spot. This is not meant to be fancy or like really artistic in any way. It's really just me being creative and having fun with supplies, like art supplies and things, you know? And kind of like scrapbooking. I don't know. It's just a fun place. But I gave more, y'all, there's a dog hair in there. Of course. There's literally dog hairs all over my life. But anyway, I did want to mention I did put a post-it note over two things. One, because it's a bit private, it's like some medical information, and then the other one is it's a picture of my feet. I don't want to show y'all a picture of my feet. I hate when people are doing like stories on Instagram, or I'm like scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, and then like someone posted a picture of their feet. I'm like, oh my gosh, like y'all gotta give people warnings. Give me a thumbs up if you know what I mean. I can't when people just like randomly put pictures of their feet, so I don't want to do that to y'all, so I covered up the picture of my feet. But I'll explain why I put a picture of that in there. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so starting off with November 1st, y'all had already seen this page, because when I showed my October flip, it I had already done this, but I will show it to y'all here anyway. Luis and I went to, what is it called? The US Grand Prix Formula 1, I think? Y'all, I don't remember. Yeah, it's right here, Formula 1. And then there was an Imagine Dragons concert that night. So I took some pictures of us and I put here some of the concert. And this is just like random paper, like this black and white thing you see in the back is paper. These little labels I make with this. I will link it down below. It's like a label maker, but it's like you punch the letters. And I really love it because it gives kind of a different, a different feel and a different look. And then I have our ticket here, and then this was like a tag from a cap. If you can see me wearing it here, Luis bought himself a cap that day. So I don't know, I really had so much fun this day, so I kind of wanted to make it like a bigger thing. That's why I put this extra flap. And then this, by the way, was like just a piece of vellum, and then I put a piece of paper over it. And then this is actually part of the lanyard. You can see me wearing it in one of these pictures. Yeah, you can see me wearing, oh, it's kind of here too. Then I cut that piece of lanyard and then I just stuck it in here just so I would have like a little bit more of, that day. Then moving on to, this was November 2nd, not much going on. I put a picture, I put mom's awesome selfie skills. That's my mom, that's Luis, that's me, and that was my mom trying to take a selfie. I just thought it was so funny, so I had to put that picture in here. This is an order card from the movie theater that we go to, and we just had like a horrible experience at the movie theater that day, so I wanted to journal about that. And I took one of the order cards so that I could put it in here. I have to show y'all a close-up of this. That's me, and that's me carrying Odin. I put my 50-pound lapdog, y'all. Just look at him. Like, he is such, y'all, sorry if it's glary. He is such a baby. Like, look at how he's sitting on my lap. He's literally a baby. Like, he does not realize that he's not a child. He's so funny. He cracks me up. And then this day, let me zoom y'all in a little bit. I didn't have much going on these days. I think I was just like working on shop things. So both of these days I did together, and I just was playing with papers. These are some of the little, what do they call it? Like, it's just like a little piece of paper, like a cartoon that comes with Hobonichis. So I was having fun like setting up my Hobonichis those days, so I figured it would be like a nice thing to add. This one does flip out, and I did journal in here a little bit. And then this page kind of did the same thing, didn't have much going on, so I just played with some papers. These are like from a paper pack, and I just, they already match because they're from the same paper pack, and I just kind of tore them up and cut them up and, glued, and I painted a little bit in the back, and it was just fun, and I journaled a little bit here. I don't even know what that says, y'all. Like, I don't remember what I journaled about this day, but it was just like a kind of a normal day. this day, it's like so funny because it's like everything's kind of fall themed, you know, because this was November, but this day is like all Christmassy, and that's because that's the day I started putting up my Christmas decorations. So I just wanted to mark this. I thought it was like a cute kind of way with the little stockings and things. And then this was another day that there wasn't much going on. I put a piece of paper down, I painted a little bit. This is a stamp. I don't remember the stamp set, like the name of the stamp set, but I doubt it's available. It's super, super old. I'm pretty sure it's Lawn Fawn. That's the brand. If I can somehow find it, I will link it. And then these were just like letter stickers from a book that I bought off of Amazon. It was super cheap. It's a Tim Holtz book. I will link that down below because it has like really cute little sayings and just random things to, you know, put in a page, especially when there's not much going on. I just thought it was pretty. I love this little fox dude. I just think he's so stinking adorable. And then moving along, y'all, I woke up one morning and Luis is just like cuddling Odin. Like he was like spooning Odin. They were both super comfy. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, what am I like? Am I just like a decoration here? Like what is going on? Like they were having such a cuddly moment. I just thought that was so funny. So I journaled down here a little bit on the picture, and then this just kind of flaps, you know, this way. And these little flowers came from another random, just like scrapbook paper. Like I don't know if I have one around here. These are like random paper packs. I've gotten some of these, like I think this one came from Target at some point. I have a whole bunch, like I have a whole box full of them here. This one I think came from Michael's. I just sometimes, you know, buy random paper packs. I haven't in a long time. I just happen to have a lot on hand because I used to be super into card making. I've mentioned that a bunch of times before. So it's just random stuff I have. This day I just journaled. This was the day, I think I talked about this in a video, but Luis got like sent on a random business trip, like just like completely random, like out of the blue. It was just like, hey, I'm leaving tonight. He didn't end up leaving that night because his flight got canceled, but he ended up leaving the next morning super early. So I was just like at a loss that day. I was so sad. And then this one, it's so funny. I found this sticker a long time ago at the Dollar Tree. They had like little random, like I think they were called adulting stickers with these like really pretty flower backgrounds, and then like this one says didn't have a mental breakdown. If y'all saw that plan with me, you know I hate when Luis has to travel for work. So I was pretty proud of myself that day because I like kind of held it together. So I thought this was really funny to put that there. And he did travel to New Jersey, so I found this little sticker in my stash and added that there just so I can kind of remember what it was referring to. This day I journaled a whole bunch. This is a little tip-in. This is Odin again, sitting on my lap. Like he was laying on my lap. This is like my stomach. And he was just like plopped on my lap. We were watching TV like this. He's so funny and cuddly. And this day I was just journaling. I don't even remember about what, but just wanted to get some stuff out and have like random little stickers that I add here and there. It's just cute stuff. Like it's just random. Like this has nothing to do with this day really. Oh, that was too far. It's just random things that make me happy. Oh my goodness, y'all. And so Luis came back from his business trip and I had told him like bring me random stuff, like random papers, like anything, right? He bought himself a Philly cheesesteak because he was in Philadelphia part of the time. And he brought me back like the wrapper from his sandwich, and I just thought that was the sweetest, cutest thing because it's like random, you know, it would have been a piece of trash, but he's like, I saved this for you because I knew you could add it into your journal. So I thought that was so cute. So of course I pasted that in here. You know, little like happy thing because he came home. I always like, if ever you see a random robot, that's just like means Luis to me. I don't know, it's just a thing. And this was a receipt, but I'm so sad, y'all. I put tape on it because I thought the tape would protect it, and the tape actually like absorbed the ink out of the receipt. And so now you can't like hardly read it at all. I mean, if you really try, I guess you could, but it was just really sad. I was like, I totally like lost the receipt basically, but it's still in here and it still makes for like a fun little tip in. And then this was the day I had my like doctor's checkup. I thought I was going in for like my full thing, but it was just ended up being that they took my blood this day. So I found this like random thing from a magazine. It's just, this is like a piece of magazine that I cut out and I put in here. And it's just so funny because it's like so perfect. I'm like, I need more of these things because I have more doctor's appointments coming up. But I just thought that was so funny. And then this was Luis's birthday, and you're gonna see a lot of flowers like going forward. I just have been in like a flower kick, or I was, especially like at the end of November, where I just, every like thing of flower that I saw in any magazine, I wanted to cut out and put in my journal. I just thought the flowers were so, so pretty. And oh my goodness, you'll have to see this picture. Do y'all see that? That is, that's Luis. That's 3 of his airplanes. That's me. And that's his mom with the umbrella. I think his sister, oh no, she wasn't back there. She was like somewhere off the camera, off the picture, I guess. But he was so excited this day because this was his birthday. And he wanted to, like, the main thing he wanted to do was fly his planes. He wanted to show them to his parents and like fly all of his planes. And he was so happy this day, y'all, because they all flew. So yeah, he was like ecstatic. It was like the greatest day ever for him. I just thought it was so cute. So I had to put that picture of him in there. I journaled a little bit about the day. That is, that's me, that's Luis, that's his mom, and that's his little sister. And I just thought that was so cute. And so I put this here. I just basically stuck one picture on top of another. These pictures, by the way, they're from an HP Sprocket. I will link it down below, but it's just like an instant picture printer. So it like Bluetooth connects to my phone, and then I can just print any picture. I put this little sticker here, and I made this tip in, like I mentioned. Y'all, look at this. That is me holding a lighter because we couldn't find a candle. I was not prepared for his birthday, y'all. I'm so bad. So I was like, here, just blow out this lighter. I just thought that was so funny. And then this picture, this is actually an older picture of us, but I love this picture because I love his smile in this. He just looks so happy. This was actually from last winter. And all I wrote in here is actually, if you follow me on social media, I have my personal account. It's linked down below. It's Esli on Instagram. And I wrote like a post about him. We are not like super like Facebook or Instagram gushy people. Like, we're not the kind of people that talk about our relationship like really hardly ever. But I've just been so extra grateful for him lately, and I wanted to, you know, post how much I love him and everything he means to me. So I wrote this like long gushy post on Instagram about him. If you want to check it out, I mean, this is literally exactly what I wrote on Instagram. So if you want to check that out, you can, you know, like I said, it's linked down below. But yeah, he's just so wonderful, y'all. I love him so much. And then this is a random cutout from a magazine. I had plopped down some colors. You can see here, all of my pages have that. Like, I will just like randomly just plop color down. If you can see, it's in the background everywhere. It's just another element of like depth to the pages. I will do that typically a week or 2 ahead of time. Sometimes the same day, as you can see, because this like actually coordinated with like the Christmassy kind of vibe. But sometimes I just plop it ahead of time if I'm just feeling like, you know, painting. And it's just, like I said, it's just for an extra layer, an extra, you know, kind of depth to the page. If you see here, like, this page would look super plain if it weren't for that little extra splash of color. So I just, you know, I thought it was, or I think it's interesting to look at. This, by the way, I didn't mention, but this was a tag from some shoes that I had ordered online. They came in this day, so I just added this in here and made it a tip-in. So it's just like random, like trash, basically. Like, it's literally just trash. But I don't know, it makes this like extra special because I love things that flip in and out and just like fold out. I don't know, it just makes me extra happy. Here I I can't talk. I pasted onto here this picture of myself. It says, pretending to be a functioning adult is so exhausting. I put this picture actually on Instagram also. I just thought this sign was so funny. We were at a random Goodwill. We like to go to Goodwills every once in a while, or like random thrift kind of shops, just to look around. Sometimes we find, like I like to DIY things a lot. So like some of our furniture, like smaller things in our house, are things we buy secondhand, and then I repurpose them, you know, paint them and fix them up and things. So we like to go scope things around town every once in a while. Then here, this is another one of those Tim Holtz stickers. I just wanted to, again, add a random quote. There wasn't anything specifically exciting this day. This, oh my goodness, y'all. I have a lot of pictures of Odin in here, and I have like no pictures of my other dog. I just realized, my poor baby girl. But look at him. It's because he makes the funniest faces. Oh, excuse his private area there. But look at that. Like, it's just the covers, but doesn't he look like a pirate? That looks like a straight up pirate hat, y'all. I think he looks so funny, and I just wrote a little thing about him. I said he looked like a cuddly pirate. It's just so cute. And then this was a day that Luis broke his plane. Do you see it? It's like cut in half here. So I just put that picture of him because he came home all sad. I mean, he's smiling in the picture, but he was like, I broke my plane. So it was just cute. It's random things. So this is one of those things I covered that I mentioned, the little sticky note. I wrote, I am proud of myself. This is the day that I had my checkup. I've mentioned it a whole bunch of times, but I was recently diagnosed with something, and I actually was expecting like more bad news, but I actually got some good news, like unrelated to my like condition, like some other things. Like I like brought my cholesterol down, and like, you know, like random things like that. So I was like, I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm gonna write this in because I was, you know, it was a good day. And then this, y'all, oh my goodness gracious, look at what that says. Be the windshield, not the bug. Like, what? Y'all, I laughed so hard at this. This was a notebook at Michael's. We went out to dinner this night. This was our dinner, as you can see. I wrote this, but like, I was writing like, what kind of stupid inspirational quote is this? Like, really? Be the windshield, not the bug. What the heck is that? Like, what is that even supposed to mean? I couldn't. I saw this, I was like, wow. Like, where have we come to with inspirational quotes now that this is like on a notebook? Now, mind you, the artwork on the notebook was super cute. I love the cute little flowers and bugs, but that's just like literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever read. I couldn't with that. And then here's some more of those flowers that I mentioned. Y'all. Oh, goodness gracious. That was me attempting to start a scarf. I've already given up. Knitting is not for me. Like, no, I'm gonna stick to paper crafts. Knitting, it's not where it's at for me, y'all. It hasn't worked out. And then this was just a quote I saw that I just thought was, you know, was cute, and it was a good reminder. Happiness is an inside job, y'all. I thought that was a good one. Oh, and I got these new colors. I don't know if you can see that, like how shiny, reflective that is. I got some new watercolors. I will link them down below. They are metallic, so they have this really pretty sheen to them. I don't know if you'll be able to, you can definitely see it more on the gold, so yeah, I think y'all can see like how reflective that is. They're really, really pretty. I love them. And here's some more of those flowers. This was a picture, that's Odin right here. Luis was asleep already, and I was like falling asleep, but I wanted to take a picture first. We took a nap, and he literally had Odin in one arm and me in the other. And it was just like the cuddliest, warmest, most wonderful nap. And I just thought it was just such a precious moment. I absolutely loved it. So I had to take a picture of that. Here's some more of these flowers again. Like I said, that's just like random cutouts from magazines. I think those came from like a Good Housekeeping, or I don't know, some magazine like that. And then this was Thanksgiving. So I don't know why I have like no pictures of my family on Thanksgiving. Like, none of us took pictures together except for me and Luis. So this was when we celebrated at his house. This was actually when we celebrated at my parents' house. And I journaled a little bit. This was actually a napkin this and this were both napkins that I just cut out, and I journaled a little back here as well. And then this little I'm thankful for card, I like stuck random stickers on it. But this was something my mom had put out like in our little, like she had them kind of hooked on a little pumpkin thing. So I just thought this was cute, so I just took one so that I could put in here, and then took a couple napkins so that I could paste in here as well. And it just makes for like a fun little, you know, background and things. Oh, and I wanted to show you all these things too. You see those little like corners that are foiled? These actually I found at the clearance section at Michael's. Always check the little clearance section at Michael's, because sometimes they have random good things, and they were like 70 something cents or something. And it was a pack of, I don't know, there wasn't that many in there. I think maybe like 12. Like 12 little sets, but it's such a cute little detail to add to pictures and super inexpensive. So that was a cute find. And then that is it. This is the last day. This is my feet that I blocked out here. Y'all, this is literally the saddest thing ever. I have been going to the same guy for pedicure since I was literally 14 years old. So forever, basically. And I hadn't gone in a while. It had been, because he's in my hometown, I only would see him like whenever we go visit family. But even then, I don't go every single time we're down there. So it had just happened to be a long time, right, since I had been there. Maybe like 4 or 5 months. And I called to make an appointment with him, and they're like, he's gone. Like, he moved. And I was like, well, what do you mean he moved? Like, where did he go? And they were like, he went to Kentucky. Like, what? That is so random. And so I was writing in here, I'm like, is moving to Kentucky excessive? Like, would that be out of the question? Because, oh my goodness gracious, I got like the worst pedicure, because I went anyway, you know, I was like, I'll just get a pedicure from someone else at the same place. And no, my nails are all crooked. So that's why I took a picture of my toenails, so that I could just write down and be like, look how atrocious my nails look. Now I have to find a new guy or girl, whatever. But I'm like, I was literally, truly devastated, y'all. It is so sad. I can't believe he's gone. I can't believe I didn't get to say goodbye. That's the, like, that actually like hurts my heart that I won't ever see him again. I mean, it sounds dramatic, but I have been seeing the guy basically my whole life. So that is the end of November. This starts December. I don't think I'm gonna like do anything on this page really, because this is just like a blank page at the beginning of the month. But I'll give you all a little peek. There's some things already on here. But that is gonna be it. That is my flip through of the month of November. I hope y'all liked it. Let me know what your favorite page is. Let me know if you are doing creative journaling, if you do anything different, things that you like to add into your journal, things that maybe I could add. So if you have any ideas, you know, as far as like, instead of magazines, do you use other things, or what do you use? I would love to know. So give me a comment, let me know. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to y'all very, very soon. Bye everyone.